Okay, now part 2 to the Artist Way, week 8. It's about recovering the sense of strength. I talked a lot, and now I'm going to do a part 2 because apparently I have a lot to say. I just talked about educators, and now I want to talk about gain discussed as loss. And I really I think that's so beautiful for me to see that lately people have been sharing and talking so much about the fact that the point of anything is actually the experience. Yes, the goal is also the point, but what matters most is, are you enjoying the journey that leads you to the place that you want to be? If not, then what the point of that goal? Like, literally, what's the point of that goal if the journey there is not enjoyable? Because you need to love what they do. This is not just about artistic pursuits. This is just in general about being a human, being a human, creating, loving, being in the present moment. I like and I'm talking about myself, for example, I guess this didn't matter to me so much, but things that people would see as achievements, like finishing uni, or finishing high school well, or I don't know, finishing something well. They see it as an achievement, and I just don't. I don't know, not to be dramatic, but for me it doesn't feel like anything. I remember having such a terrible time, especially in college and high school, that when it was done I was just relieved, and then the grades and everything and the fact that it was achieved, it didn't matter at all, because I was just so glad that it's over, so glad that I survived it, and so glad that that's done and I can forget about it. The journey was a fucking hellhole. So honestly, the goal of achieving it was just whatever. But for example, let's take, for me, photography, the journey of talking to the clients, sharing the clients' ideas, discussing something, and then creating a vision that someone really likes and tells me, oh my god, I love the pictures, this is exactly how I want it to be portrayed, this is exactly how I feel. That is great, but the journey to it, the fact that we had fun while creating, that matters the most. And I think that that's that part of the week 8 of gain discussed as loss. It's not a loss. It's not a loss if you had fun during the experience. And the little passage that I highlighted was, every loss might always be viewed as a potential gain. It's all in the framing. Every end is a beginning. And that too, every end is the beginning, but also just trying and losing, because of course you're going to fail 1,000 times before you achieve something. That's actually how it works. It doesn't work like this. Nothing works like this. Nothing in life works like this. So just accept it, and then be okay, how can that serve me? How can that loss serve me? How can that fail teach me something? And yeah, it sucks in the beginning. Yeah, you will feel sometimes the world is against you, but if you change your mindset about it, it will change. And then I like this one. Stop complaining about the lousy curves you get thrown and stretch. Reach for what you really want. Literally change the narrative. See what exactly that exact failure taught me. Be it whatever. What is exactly this particular failure teaching me? And how can I change my life? And honestly, I started living by this maybe a month ago, and feel like I can finally breathe. I genuinely feel like I can finally breathe, and I'm so grateful. And I love this one as well, because I asked how and not why me. And I asked myself why me so many times, because just too many messed up things have happened to me, and I kept asking why me, why me, why me. And I feel like finally, with a lot of healing, a lot of therapy, and a lot of other things, I'm finally understanding some of the whys, and also not allowing that to be my reality anymore. That's over. I am now the kind of adult that can protect me, could have protected me as a child, and now I hope that nothing can get to me, or if something gets to me, that I can stand up again very quickly and continue. Yeah. And asking yourself what's next instead of why me. And also I like this one. I have learned that the key to career resiliency is self-improvement and choice. No, sorry, self-empowerment and choice. And yeah, literally telling yourself I can instead of I can't, and I can try instead of nah, that's not gonna work. And whenever one avenue for her creativity is okay, she's talking about someone specifically, but whenever one avenue for your creativity is blocked, try another. And I'm serious about it. I have disconnected from my creativity so many times, but then recently I found different ways to have fun with creativity. Example, I don't really paint, but like to just go outside in nature and just like painting something, I don't even know what, doesn't really matter, but just having fun without having the pressure of it being good. Singing, I'm not a singer, but I like to go to the ocean or to any nature source and just humming different songs and like making up lyrics and writing poems. I have never published anything of this, and honestly, I don't even know if I would, but the fact that I'm having fun with my creativity while I'm taking a little bit of a break of the creativity that pushed me maybe too hard or I had a hard time with, like, or what I actually do, which is photography, videography, and film, and having fun with something else and coming back then to like something I love again with feeling like fueled because I've tried something different and I had fun with it without the pressure of being perfect. Yes. And also I like this one. As blocked creatives, we like to pretend that a year or even several years is a long time. Our ego plays this little trick to keep us from getting started. Because seriously, and that's what you wrote in the beginning of this passage. Question: do you know how old you'll be by the time do you know how old I will be by the time I will learn to play the piano? Answer: the same age as you will be if you don't. Yeah, you can start anything at any age, and yeah, maybe you're not going to be perfect at it, and it doesn't matter because you don't have to be perfect at something to have fun with it, and you don't have to be perfect at something to just enjoy the journey. So honestly, starting is what matters most. Starting is what matters. And you can become good or bad or medium, it doesn't really matter, but like as long as you have fun, to have creative exploration, to be curious, to keep being curious about life. And that's what can keep you alive, like being curious about life. And also erase the whole thing of like, I'm too old for anything. No, you're not too old for anything. You can literally do whatever whenever, and people do really crazy things when they're older, and I'm applauding all of them because I think it's just so brave. And if you actually think about people that have succeeded in life and are doing cool shit, a lot of them started like their actual careers like and became like successful around 30s, 40s, 50s. And you can too, because I don't know who put it in our head that we have to be something amazing by the time we're in our mid-20s. Like, who said that? And whoever said that is wrong, because you just have to try a lot of things until you know what kind of sticks to you, but at the same time not be opposed to trying new things constantly, so you keep being a creative force for yourself and for others. Yeah, and also just start something. Just start something, explore something. Honestly, there's just so many good things in this chapter that I feel like I just cannot put it into words. Like into like a cohesive, like, I don't know, like half an hour thing. But yeah, I also really love this one. No one is asking you to leap. That's just drama. And for the purposes of creative recovery, drama belongs on the page of the canvas or on the clay or into acting or in the act of creativity, however small. Literally, just like, no, don't leap like and take like a huge step towards something, but also try a lot of different things and leap in a lot of different places. Like, what helps me so much right now in life is that I genuinely feel like my foot is in a lot of different doors, and if one closes, I don't really mind because I have other doors to focus on. And it feels like I can, like I literally feel like the strength of I can, because I keep making things work somehow, because I keep putting myself into different situations where I could potentially like gain something. I don't know. Yeah. And I feel like antidote to being blocked, honestly, is just keep being. Antidote to depression is to keep moving. Antidote to blocked creativity is to just try a bunch of random things in creative, like in the creative realm that maybe is not your niche, and just keep going. Because like just literally taking an action is what can help you so much. And now if we're gonna go through the tasks real quick. I don't know. I feel like in general, I don't want to go through the tasks actually, but in general, what I want to say is that have a lot of different imaginary lives that you want to pursue. Try to put yourself in different scenarios where you can actually achieve it. Like, if I think about the kind of things that I want to be, it's a lot of different things. It's a lot of really genuinely different from each other things, and I wish to try it all. And like, life is so short, and now I'm finally allowing myself to just try. And I might be terrible at a lot of these things, but just trying matters more than one can think. And it actually can bring you opportunities that you never thought you would have, because you will put yourself into scenarios that you would probably not be in because you're just too afraid. Like, as an example, I never thought I'd teach, and I'm teaching. I'm teaching now for a few months, and I really love it, and it's really fun. And I actually never expected to do that. I never expected to enjoy what I do, and enjoy it so much that I kind of want to pursue that as well. And another thing that I really want to do is I want to connect my life with more nature, and not just connect my life with nature, but connect my life with nature artistically as well. And I finally came back to my own creativity, because I have been doing creative things for other people for the past years, and now I'm finally writing for myself. I'm finally, I don't know, like creating self-portraits, finally writing poems again, and I'm learning how to sing, and I've always wanted to learn how to sing. And I don't know, it just feels like so right to try a lot of things while I'm simultaneously focusing on the big project that I'm doing with some of my friends, and it's amazing. And also like all of the other things that I'm going through. But it feels again like trying is so brave, and trying is gonna again bring you opportunities that you never expected to have. You can live so many different lives if you let yourself, and you can try so many things if you just start. And I also want to tell you that it's not silly, it's not cringe, it's not anything like this. And if someone is saying that to you, that they're just judgmental and you can throw it away, trying is brave, trying is cool. Trying is the coolest thing you could possibly do. And I really want you to know that, and really truly commit to the fact that you are cool for trying. And it's much cooler to try and just to express yourself than to get stuck in these places where you feel like you're not good enough. You are good enough, and you can become really good if you keep being consistent with something that you actually enjoy. Yeah, I hope this is making sense. I love this chapter. I don't remember how I handled chapter 8 last time, but this time chapter 8 was, for me, amazing. Like, I felt like it was hard, obviously, with like the current changes in my life to do this chapter, but at the same time, I just felt like I feel empowered, because I feel like my foot is in a lot of doors that matter to me, all of them. And if one closes, it's okay, I can walk through another one. And I just feel like the point of anything is movement. You need to keep moving in order to achieve something, and you need to move in a bunch of different directions, because if you move in just one, you'll feel the disappointment if it doesn't work out. But if you move in all random ones, you will feel the power. You will genuinely feel the power. Anyway, I'm gonna say bye now, and hope you're well. I'm just gonna show you little baby. She's not too happy that I'm showing her. She's just like sleeping on my lap. And yeah, I hope you're well. I hope you keep trying, and I hope you find something that you love, or a lot of things that you love, and then you pursue them. Okay, bye. Have a good day.